Hey everyone. Basically, today we were supposed to shoot stuff, but we've just been feeling sad.
It's been very gloomy. We got our period. We're just like
I've been a little unwell.
Yeah, all in the fields. So we thought like instead of like getting too pumped up about a conversation, we could
We
just
actually did an episode that got us really pumped up and riled up, but then we realized it might not be legal to post that here. So we decided to not do it. And we still have it. Maybe someday we'll post it.
Definitely. We thought in the meantime we'll just catch up on life and like talk about things at hand, and maybe you guys can give us tips about stuff as well. So right now the topic at hand is a lot of our friends have been getting married or getting engaged or have started to talk to people.
Including us.
I haven't talked to anybody yet, but soon. Fair enough. So the thing is that everybody in this field of life, I feel like that's something like, I think before, like, when you're getting a job, they're like, oh, how's the interview? What did you do? How did you speak about the interview? Stuff like that. Now it's just like, what do you ask the guy? How do you judge if he's a good guy? How do you know, what are your checklists now for like getting married, And we were thinking about like, what should we ask? What shouldn't we ask? What is a red flag that we should look out for? Stuff like that. So we thought, like, my God, why not talk with other people? Because we're sure there are more people who have the same questions. And
so please comment down what you think we should ask. Would you ask the person about their dating history? I don't think I would actually ask. I think
I would want to know.
Yeah?
Because I feel like it depends on what are they uses against me. But I feel like it's okay. They'll only find the video after I meet them, hopefully. But what I feel like is, like, sometimes a guy, I'm looking to get married to a guy, so in this term, for a boy, I feel like sometimes they talk about their ex, if they're like over it or not. I don't want to get married to someone who's hung up on their ex-girlfriend, no matter how many years ago it is. I don't want to be trying to fill some shoes that I clearly obviously don't want to or can. And like, how fixated about it is and stuff. And I think like the way someone talks about their ex, you kind of get an idea of either how they were as a boyfriend-girlfriend or what they were put through as a boyfriend-girlfriend, And I don't know, I feel like I'll be able to judge it because from the people I've spoken to and the way they've spoken about their exes, I can kind of tell the kind of boyfriends they kind of were. And, and I can check out the red flags that I don't really want to be encountering with. Would you be okay if your husband's friends with his exes?
Yeah.
You'd be okay with bringing them to the wedding?
I think it really depends on what kind of exes they are. If there's 3 people in this marriage, I don't think I want to be a part of it.
I know, already like your to-be husband is still very good terms, almost besties with his ex-girlfriend.
I don't think I have a problem. I'm not friends with any of my exes, but I don't think I have a problem.
I don't have a problem with them, especially if they broke. Like, really, for me, it really depends on why they broke up. I'm sure if it's a very bad breakup, they wouldn't be friends.
I think it really depends on why they broke up. If they like decided it's best for each other, whatever, I think it's totally fine.
Definitely.
But
if you're dating someone and they're friends with their ex, the same situation for me. I'm fine with it if like you're friends with their ex. I don't really care really much because it's fine. I'm not gonna be.
What are your top 3 questions you think you have to ask the dude?
How, like, what's his social life looking like? And that's one thing that's important to me because if he's someone like party all weekend kind of guy, doesn't really vibe with my career. Like, I need the weekend to just like quiet down. If he expects, like, if he's someone who gets, okay, this is part of the social life situation where it's just like, if he's going to be like, oh, you work too late or you're a workaholic, stuff like that, and like it bothers him, then it's not going to work out for us because I am a workaholic. I don't tend to bring work home. I tend to work during the weekends and stuff like that. That's something that I do because I enjoy my work. But if he's someone that gets bothered by that, it's naturally an issue, which is not wrong to him, obviously. Why would he want that? But like, what's your social life looking like? It's quite important to me. If you have extreme friend circle and I'm like not a vibe of that kind of party life constantly, because after a point the party sure does end, guys. But another question is, does he know to cook? Because like I really feel like it's important that both people can cook. And like mine's very generic, nothing too fancy. But also, I would like to know his view on children, or how many children he wants to have or does not want to have.
Really good questions.
Thanks.
I'm noting them down.
I feel like children is a conversation, because I'm expected to be carrying. I want to know, does he want to have children? Does he want to adopt, surrogacy? What's the plan? How many does he plan to have? Because I know most women, when I speak to them, they say they don't want to have children. But when you ask a guy, they say they want to have kids. And it's so funny, because I think that men just want their children to play with. I think that's the scenario. They just want them to play with in the house. And if you want to play, I'll get you a ball, honey. You don't need to birth a kid for it. But I feel like it's important to know. Plus, I think a very good question now I've noticed from my friends talking to other guys is, do they have siblings? Do you have siblings? And in the future, when our parents are older, how do you feel about our parents coming and staying with us? Or if they have a sick brother of some sort, do you see your brother staying with us? Are we going to eventually be full-time help for them? Because family is a priority. And if my husband is my to-be husband is when my parents are in an older age, I'm expecting them to come stay with us. Happy, cool. Because it's a plan that I want to be planning for, so I can have a bigger house, and it could be part of a core plan. Not your parents can't live with us. Of course not. As long as they're nice people and we vibe, there's no issue. It's your parents, they should live with you. But if it's going to be the case, I'm an only child, chances are I will want my parents to come live with me. I don't want to be expected to go back home to take care of my parents. It's more I would prefer the parents come stay with us, because it's our life right now. We are in the prime of our life. It's difficult for us to leave a good job and a good society, whatever, to go back take care of them. So we need to be planning ahead for the time then, when the time comes, our parents can come stay with us. So do you see your parents staying with us? How do you feel about mine coming to stay with us? I think it's a very important topic conversation to have, because it is a very top in the future conversation. Plus, small things are you a feminist? What do you feel about, pro-choice, pro-life? Basic things. I feel like that is right now quite a basic thing to know. That definitely. But I think the parent part is a quite important conversation to have.
Interesting.
What would your 3 questions be?
I'm very inspired by the questions you just gave me, so I just listed it all down.
Every single time has gone into thinking about what I want in the future.
Those are really good questions.
I guess because I have a lot of friends who are in the dating, meeting people scenario, that I've paid attention to these things that they speak about. But
for me, I'm in the stage where my parents are having these conversations with the family.
Your parents are talking to other people's families?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. My parents do shit.
No. My parents are talking to the people and checking Jatakam and all of that. So they'll filter through it all. And then if some Jatakam is nice and it's matching and the family's nice, then you can start talking to them. But so that is the plan. So I haven't
that obviously is most
but the questions my dad generally also because right now it's at that first family dating stage. So it's just quite basic. It hasn't gotten very...
job, are you educated, all that. But understandable, parents really will only think in the financial security of a child, basically. But no, my parents obviously have a dead system of will they ask a dowry, and how do we get rid of them immediately? My parents are not speaking to anybody. My dad is not even remotely bothered. If people call my mom, and then she just makes up some excuses and cut the call. But she's just on these websites to check out the market, because she thinks the market is shit. She's checking out what kind of people are there out. That's it. And my mom is the most judgmental person she comes to checking this, because anything in your bio, just
my mom has so many pet peeves.
That's not saying them, because there are people who just on their bio, but very, very
specific.
Finally, the very same things our moms are looking at. And initially, I was it doesn't make any sense. But my mom explained her idea for why these words or what they say make a difference. And she's this is not working out. But I'm not at the stage where my parents are talking to anybody either. Neither am I. But I know your parents are looking.
Yeah, so far, it's been quite a lot. I think almost every they have, I keep overhearing a lot of these conversations. But I think,
And what do you think you'll ask? What are you, at least so far, what have you thought about?
For sure, how our careers, we can support each other. Because, I'm a workaholic as well. And I'm very passionate about the future plans I have for my work. So, I would expect someone to, respect it. And I do the same. And second thing, and the most important thing, is the family part, because I've heard a lot of my other friends, who are meeting people, come and say that it's very weird. There was this guy who went on a date with potential match, and she said something about the lines like, I don't want to be taking care of your parents when they, and like it threw him off, and which is completely okay, but because we all have different priorities. So for me, for sure, my family is like number one priority. So I have no issues, you know, with your parents coming and staying with us, but I'd expect the same for my parents and my family as well. And I'm very, very close to my family. And I'm an only child too. So that's
definitely... marry each other. I think life will be easier. We just work together, live with our parents. We never have any sleepover with our parents. No expectation.
Yeah, so definitely family is going to be that. I think I would want to know about kids and potential pets. Like what their stand on that is going to be like.
Let's not talk about the uses against you. That's not very... that's a good... pets I've thought about a lot. Because I feel like if my children want a dog or a cat or something, dog I can be okay with, cat I can't imagine. But like I feel like I've reached that age now where I'm just like, it makes sense to not want to have pets because it's a lot of responsibility and so much to think about. So I think it's kind of important. Like, because there's a lot of people who wait to be married or have their own life to get a pet, and because they couldn't as a kid, and it seems unfair to...
I've always wanted a doggo.
Yeah. And I feel like it'll be sad if like I get married to a guy and he's just like, no, I don't want like dogs, and I never get to live my dream of having a dog.
It's just I thought like, also I had like fostered 2 pets, okay, 2 doggos, and it was very hard for me with like my work and all of that to take care of them, and my parents are also working, so it was a very, very complicated sphere. So I haven't really thought well into it yet, but yeah, I don't know what my stance. I think I want a dog, but maybe 1 dog and then see how that goes, and then keep adding to the pack.
Agreed. Another thing I feel like kind of important to talk about is money. And like, you know, do you lend your friends money? Because I can't deny you from lending your friends or your family money, but like, you know, like how much money are you lending, like how open is the conversation going to be like? Because like I know the
loans, investments.
Do you have loans? What investments are you on? Like I feel like it's important to know whatever investments and loans that you have taken prior to getting married, because like I don't want to suddenly be known of everything. Like it's important to talk about it prior.
It's not like, I was saying we have a problem with it.
Yeah, definitely not. But like it's important that we know of it, because like there is my money, your money to an extent in a marriage, but at one point it's our money, you know, and I don't want it to be our money is wasted on something you want, or our money is wasted on something that I want. But like especially when you have priorities, you know, because like that is a financial with the way the world is going, and like it's very hard to keep money and I don't know, it's hard to just have money and manage money, to add like another new thing that you put money into, like a loan or whatever. I think it's important to know prior hand. And I know that a lot of people will hide it and stuff like that, these things they don't talk about until the marriage, but I think it's important to have these conversations. But another question. Travel. It depends if the guy is not in the same city as me, and if I have a better job than him, I would expect him to move to me, not leave my great job to go to him. But if we both have a great job, then obviously we the pros and cons, you know. But I think like I would not expect anyone to move for me just as much as I would not expect them to ask me to move for them. Like there really has to be a pro and con list, and really has to work on whose side has more pros. Right? Because that's another expectation journey that women always go to the guy after they get married.
I feel like this has become like a Q&A session for you, because you're giving me so much insightful.
I just honestly just thinking about it as like, I feel like I've not thought about it as much as I think maybe subconsciously I've thought about it, but right now since we start speaking about it,
listening, I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Oh my god, why haven't I asked that?
No, but it's actually coming to me as I'm speaking to you, because I suddenly realized that shit, like I'm thinking out loud right now, and things that I really don't want to be surprised with in the future. Because my thing is that do not throw surprises my way. That's all. Like, you know, I just don't want to deal with that. Would you marry someone who was already married and like, you know, widowed or divorced or whatever?
I don't think I have a problem with it, provided like the age difference. So I don't think I want to marry someone who's much, much older than me. So it depends on all of that. And like kids involved, because I don't think I'm ready right now. See, I would definitely want children in the future, but I don't think right now I'm ready for a child.
But
so it depends on all of that, you know.
I agree. I feel like in the Indian like marriage field, it's not very common for a girl to marry a guy or a guy to marry a girl who has a kid or has been divorced, widowed, whatever. Unless it's their second marriage or something like that, you know. It's always like a boon, shame kind of topic. I personally have no issue with marrying someone who has been married before, whether they have kids or not, whether they got divorced or widowed or whatever the hell it is. I don't really mind it, because I feel like I don't want to just cut off people from categories just because like, oh, this is like a black, like it's like a red, it's not a red flag. this is like circumstance that life has put you through, you know. I personally don't think I would mind, but I feel like it always is like, it's just always looked down upon, you know. But I feel like naturally no parents would be okay with it. I'm sure my parents would not be okay with me marrying someone who has a kid and, you know, was divorced or whatever the hell it is, because like it's still considered like a bad situation, right? Would you marry a twin or someone who has twins?
No, but that comes from a fear of mine that if twins run in the family, I'm terrified I'll have twins too. It's purely that. That is too scary.
But yeah, what are the other things that you would or would not? What are the definite no-nos of getting married to someone? Like, you immediately say no to them without even have a conversation. It can be shallow, doesn't really matter, but what are the no-nos? I feel like if he shows up in a fancy car to impress me, I'll be like, goodbye, drive back home right now. I feel like
I mean, how would you know if that's to impress you or because that's his lifestyle?
No, but I feel like I don't want to support someone's lifestyle who's just like a ridiculous lifestyle. Like, they take loans and buy fancy cars and then drive them for 2 hours.
Maybe they can actually afford the car.
99% of the time, I feel like no. I feel like they just take.
No, I know too many people who can afford that and more.
Okay, then that's fair enough. I feel like it really depends. I feel like if someone was like showing off shit just for the sake of it, I'd be like, yeah, it's not.
I think the way they speak to the people around them.
Yes, I want
to go out to like a cafe and see, you know, the waiter interaction or the door person.
Yeah, my mom goes like she wants to put the guys through difficult scenarios. Like, when we go to a restaurant and whoever doesn't come to us for 10 minutes and do they get angry? Do they wait patiently? How much time do they get to take to get angry? Are they too like power where they don't even like open up and ask? Like, you know, mom's like, you can't really tell without like tiny scenarios in life that put you through it. But obviously you can't just go like, my mom doesn't believe in the fact that you can live with somebody for years. I mean, you can live with someone and then like basically you can like date someone or be engaged someone for some time, and like she said the person you marry is always going to be different no matter what. And she goes, even if you live with the guy after you get married, it's still a bigger picture, because like legally things change. It still seems like a bigger, like people will change. And mom said there's no way to know. Like, you just have to take a leap of faith. And I was like, hello, I have anxiety. I cannot take a leap of faith for shit. But for me, another no would be, honestly, just unnecessarily spending money, trying to like
or
live
like trying to control like maybe my dressing. Or
like,
I've had a lot of even guy friends say like, oh my god, why does she have so much makeup on her? Red flag, major red flag. Like, I understand like you don't like makeup, don't put makeup. But yeah, I don't want someone else, you know, controlling my decisions. I wouldn't like that.
I mean, that's another very true. I don't think
like, I mean, I could look ugly with a lot of makeup or look very pretty, but it's still my choice to put the makeup on.
I feel like same. I feel like if they go like, why'd you, like if they seem bothered by that, I have a lot of guy friends. I feel like it's a big problem for me, because I know that ideally in the future, as I marry one of my guy friends, whoever I do end up marrying might have an issue with at some point, because I'm very close to my guy friends and we have a very platonic friendship, most of us. I mean, all of us. Not like secretly.
Most of us.
No, it's always been a platonic friendship, but I feel like I always worry like, oh, my guy friends, when they get girlfriends or wives, they'll not be okay with us being friends. And, you know, like, and that's something I've learned to be okay with, because I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Like, you know, I don't want to put anybody in an awkward position. Like, if it's not even like an ex, like just like friends, you know, but like, I'm worried about like someone who control.
Would you be okay if the guy you marry does not get along with your girlfriends also? Like your friends? Like,
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah? Oh, for me, that's very important. Like, I don't want them to like, okay, they can't be besties, that's okay, but I feel like they need to have some kind of, because like my social circle is like a very tight circle. And it's not that we go partying every night and like have rave nights or anything, but it's quite basic. But like when I do go out with them, I would want, like, if their partners are there, even my partners to be like my partners. My partner to be there as well. And like, even if it's like a game night or like a chill night at a cafe or a bar or whatever it is. And I think for me, it'll be very important that they can stand to be in the same room as each other and be respectful.
I meant like, they don't have to get, I mean, if they hate each other, I'll be concerned. But as long as if they don't get along, they have nothing to talk about, I don't think it'll be a problem for me. Because like, at least, see, for me, it's more like, right now, I am the person of honor, because everybody I am comfortable with me. So I think it's purely on the people at the party to, like, it's about a normal birthday party as well. Like, I call 2 sets of friends. Okay, they might not like each other, but it's more for me that it's my party, it's my day, or whatever the hell it is. It's on them to cordially act along it, you know? Like, it's on me to go and resolve situation.
I don't mind them, like, not being besties or whatever, just like, because like, my whole life, my best friends have always hated.
Same.
And the dudes. So I wouldn't want that for my future.
No, definitely. I feel like you wouldn't. Because like, if my best friends hated the guy I was going to marry, I don't think I would marry him because like there's something that I can't see that everybody else can, right? But like they don't get along for whatever reasons, I'm fine with it like that. I don't expect them to hang out every weekend as long as he doesn't deny me from hanging with them, because like there's chances I will not like his friends and I don't want to be forced to. See, it's not fair, get it? I don't like his friends and he forces me to hang with them. No, like if I have to meet them at a birthday or something, I'm okay with it. But I'm not going to tell him don't hang with your friends. Neither am I going to tell him the other way. So I think I'm fine with it. I think
that's about it, no?
That's it. I don't think there's any major.
Comment down if you guys have any suggestions for us to navigate this new road.
Or if it's something that you have gone through or you have checked out, or like, maybe to add to our list. Because like, I don't think our list is very strange right now. It's very basic, honestly. But
because
like,
we're not like in the depth of it. We're in very shallow waters right now. She's still on the shore, just wetting her toes.
Like, I'm on a highway looking at the shore. I'm not even near it.
I just started stepping into the shallow waters. So.
But like, anyways, let us know of your tips and tricks, things you ask your to-be husbands or fiancés or whatever, things that were asked to you, even like your worst ones. Once you start meeting these people, we can do story times on that. That's gonna be fun. But until then, let us know about your best and worst case scenarios. But thank you guys for listening. Hope this was a great session, and we hope this could be a part 1, part 2. We'll see how this goes. But thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.